Hey, Turf Talk one-on-one, man. And hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I love doing our Turf Talk shows with the co-host Gary Bryant Sr., and Coach Jackson. But these one-on-ones, I love them a little bit more because it's a little bit more personal, intimate with these young men or young student athletes. You get to find out a little bit about their self directly, as far as what they're doing. Once again, Travon Smith, Turf Talk one-on-one. This guy right here. I had a chance to see some film on him, got a chance to see him at practice. I was like, hey, he's a beast. He's what you want out of a lineman. The motor keeps going, and he has a little bit of agility. That's why sometimes they might use him as a tight end. Hey, with no further ado, it's class of 27, Ayden Hernandez, from Don Lugo. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
And I'm hanging in there. I appreciate that. For the people that may not know who you are, because it's a lot of young men, student athletes, coaches, and stuff that follow. Go ahead and talk your talk. Let them know. Don't be humble. Tell them any accolades you got, what you got done last season, what's going on, anything that's going on with Mr. Hernandez.
So my name is obviously Ayden Hernandez, class 27. I play defensive end mainly now, and the tackle started playing more offensive line, and just really trying to put myself out there and support the team as much as possible. Because I'm trying to be great this year. I'm trying to make the team great this year. Trying to go all the way CIF. Other than that, I'm trying to put in the work in because not only doing it for me, I'm doing it for my team and for the audience. Trying to give them a show. Really, just trying to make the stands go wild this year.
Okay. Do you have some numbers from last year, or what's some of your favorite go-to numbers that you might talk about, or sacks or anything?
Let's see. I want to say the whole year, I think I averaged around 15, 13 sacks that
Okay.
whole year.
Hey,
And
you're not supposed to forget that, though. That's a good
sir,
number. That's a
it
good
is.
number.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that. And even if I didn't get the sack, I at least put some pressure so
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
my teammates could get the sack or
Yeah,
even get
yeah.
a tackle.
And the reason why I asked that is because I had no idea what your sack total was, but I could tell how you go in. It's kind of like, viciously when I said motor don't stop. I mean, like you go in there, you're trying to make some situations happen or disrupt the pocket is what, every every head coach and defensive coordinator wants from their D linemen. Okay, let's rewind back. Let's go into last year's offseason. Because I always like to figure out what was some things that you did, what were some things that you focused on and your offseason leading into last year, because we seen it was good results. We seen you as a pressure monster. We seen that you was a run stopper, and things like that. And we'll have some video for people to see. But what were some things that you went into last year that made you become who you are, like that little small animal that hits the grass?
Oh man, honestly, last year during the off season, I tried hitting the gym as much as possible, taking protein, taking the right amount each day, and honestly just keeping my weight up but also while maintaining my weight, also hitting the gym and exercising because just because you're gaining weight, it don't mean that you're going to see progress. You got to put in the work in the gym and outside of the gym, like on the field, trying to get the agility.
Okay, no, definitely. Now, as a D lineman, do you do a lot of, like, let's say jogging, or you just do a lot of explosive stuff just to keep the heart rate going and some jogging? How does that work with a lot? Because you don't want to do too much running, because too much
Yeah.
seems like you're trying to lose weight, and a D
Yeah.
lineman kind of wants to maintain their weight, right?
Honestly, for me, it's really hard to balance just because I want to be strong, but also I want to be quick.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll do my upper body, trying to do all the explosiveness that I can. And at the end of workout during, I guess, my last rep, I would do cardio, 20 minutes incline, and I'll put up the speed intensity a little higher so that I could get that sprint in. And other than that, that's pretty much what I do.
Okay. Now let's talk about going into the season. Talk to me about going into the season. Talk to me about the coach's mind state from the head coach position and the D line position, your personal your personal position. Talk to me a little bit about their mind state, what they're asking from you, what's some things that they want to see from you personally. Because I'm assuming that you're some kind of leader on the team, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why I kind of sense that. Talk to me about the head coach's conversation with you and the defensive coordinator conversation with you, or the D line's conversation with you.
Honestly, the head coach, he wants us to be dogs out there. I'm
Okay.
talking about to put the most pressure on the team, try to get every fumble recovery, all of that stuff. And for my defensive line coach, he wants us to cause chaos.
Mm.
And honestly, from my point of view, that's exactly what we need to do this year. We need like from last year, we didn't really have a good season, but aside from that, I'm trying to move on from that and let's have a better season for the team. And that's really what our coaches want too. They want to see us succeed and be dominant this year.
Okay. Hey, if you're just tuning in, it's Turf Talk 101. We're talking to Mr. Ayden Hernandez, class of 27, over at Don Lugo, dominant run stopper, pressure monster, coming out there, definitely making a difference on that D line. Also, definitely a leader from our conversation. I could tell by his play on the field. So I know last season wasn't that good of a season, but let's still talk about the good things about the last season. What were some good things about last season that you got a chance to learn from yourself or even
Mhm.
from your D line?
Honestly, from last year, I definitely brought up my confidence. I've never been the confident or the leader of the team, but seeing how others progress and level themselves up, it definitely made me want to become a bigger person and just accomplish greater things for the team and be a leader myself now.
Okay. What were some high points for you for last year?
Ooh, honestly, the energy, keep the energy up. That really brought up my energy soaring. And just getting every sack that I was able to accomplish, it made me feel great. And seeing how all my teammates were keeping me up after they're hyping me up after a sack, that
Mhm.
really felt great.
Okay. What was one of your best games? Like it doesn't have to be sacks. It don't have to be just a game where you was like I know you know inside, like, hey, that was my
So,
best game. I'm gonna bring that up every time. I don't care if I didn't have no sacks. No, I had some quarterback pressures. Nobody might not know. The coaches know. What was one of your best games last year that you felt, and who was it against?
honestly, it was probably against Bueno Park. I got held as a lineman, someone went up straight, and all I did was flip them, try to get
Yeah,
off me because I don't want that pancake. I will
yeah,
never let anyone pancake me like that.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's talk about this year. What I seen you, we got a chance to see a glimpse. And, the coaches look, everybody look like just ready right now. Like the energy looks great over there. Don Lugo. Talk a little bit about going into this year and what's some expectations. I know they're high. What's some expectations that you guys have already started talking about?
Honestly, some expectations that we've been talking about is honestly it's gonna be a run game. We're gonna have some trouble on us. I'll tell you that. For our teams, our receivers, all of them, they all accomplished many things this year. They've definitely improved, and honestly, that's a great thing
Hmm.
because not only they improve for the team, they're improving for themselves. And a lot of them even stepped up as leaders because most of them were never leaders. And honestly, I'm really grateful for that because having multiple leaders on the team really brings up the energy and just the intensity a lot more for the team.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the culture of Don Lugo. What's it like being over there? Because I see you guys have a very experienced coaching staff. Like every position coach could be a head coach. Talk a little
Mhm.
bit about the culture over there from the coaches and the environment from your team. Just the culture over there. Let's say if you were at college and I was coming there, talk to me. What's going over at Don Lugo?
It's a blessing to be at Don Lugo. The coaches, they know what they're doing. They're not just saying, "Oh, do this just so you can make a little play." They're really taking it from the bottom to the end, so that in the long run, we'll all know the techniques. We're not just bull rushing. We're hitting different moves so that we can get to the quarterback faster as a D lineman. And overall, they really want the intensity to begin now so that when we get into the field, we already have that mindset that we know what we're doing. And honestly, I'm really grateful for that. Honestly, it's really great.
Okay. Um, what's some games you got circled? I know you got a couple games circled. What's the games you got circled?
You're talking about like what type of teams we're gonna go up
No, no,
against?
no, no. I'm talking about the schedule. You know the schedule yet? Or
Oh
sometimes
yeah,
people,
dude.
yeah, yeah. What's the games that you got circled personally? Like, oh, I can't wait to play them.
Honestly, I can't wait to go against Bueno Park again.
Okay.
We lost that game, but I'm still trying to get my get back.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, man, we're talking to Mr. Ayden Hernandez over there, class of 27, defensive tackle predominantly now, but we attribute a little tight end, little O line here and there. So he's a versatile player that you want to definitely go check out. And if you don't judge a book by its cover, man, go out there and support them and check out that Don Lugo program. They really got some experienced coaches over there. They got some good players that's willing to give it their all. And this is one of them right here, Mr. Hernandez, man. Keep it up. Have a great season. And I'm gonna check in with you during the season. Don't forget about me when you get 20 sacks, man. And I'm a
Got you.
I'm gonna definitely try to get out there on the sidelines and catch a game. But we appreciate you for hanging out with us. Turf Talk 101, man. Have a good day.